If you are a resident here in Easton Park or just considering this master plan community as a potential location for you to move to in the future, this video is going to be for you. I'm going to go through a ton of new updates to do with the new development throughout the neighborhood, and then also some of the commercial zones that are popping up around us. Also today with us, I've got Mr. Bagel. He is my assistant, so he's going to hang out with us as we film this video today. My name is Brigid Schlegel. I am your Austin, Texas real estate agent. I am local here in Easton Park. I have some great connections with the builders here to help make sure my clients get the best deal possible if they decide to move here. But of course, I work all across Austin, Texas and the surrounding areas as well. I specialize in relocation to Austin. Oftentimes, I work with first-time home buyers as well, and I try to specialize the most in new construction homes. So if you are considering a move out here to Austin, Texas, call, text me anytime. My phone is typically always by my side, so I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But you could also book a one-on-one consultation anytime. There is a link down in the description below. That is a consultation where we can kind of feel out and see if working together is the right fit. Also, if you are a newer buyer or just want to refresh yourself on the A to Z workings of what it means to buy a home, I've got a buyer's guide linked in the description below that you can access completely for free. It's got everything you need to know from a year out to the closing day of what to expect, particularly here in Austin. Okay, so one of the biggest deals for us here in Easton Park is that grocery stores are about 10 to 15 minutes away. If you go to the west on the I-35, there are plenty of shopping, retail, grocery stores, restaurants, everything that you need pretty close by, but it's not, in our backyard. So by 2027, we will have an HEB. The schedule is that the construction permits have been filed for a HEB to go in on William Canyon Drive. It is actually happening now. They are going to start breaking ground pretty soon. This is going to be 115,000 square feet, so this is not going to be a small HEB. This is going to be one of their flagship larger retail stores. We're going to have everything curbside, pickup, pharmacy, all of the expanded departments, but construction should start by July of 2026 and should be completed by October 2027. So it's still a ways out, but it is actually in the works now. So this is a big deal for us here in Easton Park. If you're not from Texas, HEB is a huge grocery store chain. They have very high quality for the type of products that they put on their aisles. So we love it here in Texas, and it's not pronounced HEB. I made that mistake when I first moved out here from California. It is pronounced HEB. And long term, I think this is going to be, of course, a bigger draw for future buyers moving out to the area, so you don't feel like you're just too far from convenient grocery stores and retail, of course. Right now, though, we do have a CVS, we've got a car wash, we've got a McDonald's, there's a Chick-fil-A that is almost completed. We also have a nail salon. I think there's a dental office and even like a pet store. So we have a good bit already, but there's just going to be more. So on top of those current commercial retailers near us, we are also Mr. Bagel, you distracted me. That was cute. So on top of our current commercial retailers nearby, we're also expected to have an auto shop, coffee shop, medical clinic, and potentially even a gym as well. Coffee wise, we're pretty much good because we've got Senzino. They used to be in Treehouse Park. They've just moved over to the Union Park West area. So we do have a great food truck for coffee just locally. Everybody in the neighborhood loves them. But as far as that goes, other permits for the additional commercial zones are supposed to happen sometime here in Q2 of 2026, but we're also expected to have even some more retail. They just don't have tenants placed yet. So there's going to be a lot happening on William Canyon in the next couple of years. Also, there's going to be a gas station going in near 183 in Primrose. That's on the other side of the neighborhood. They've already started construction there, but that should be completed probably at the end of 2026, if I could guess. And also there will be more commercial located over on Slaughter and Thaxton. So that is going to be near Kiki Park and Pilot Park. So Oh, excuse us. So those are going to be a little bit longer timeline, definitely 2027 range before we have any business active in there. But this whole corridor is about to start booming. I swear, as soon as we get that HEB and a little bit more retail going on here, this area is going to be a lot more attractive to buyers as well. I love seeing the growth from the ground up. That's why we're here. This is the third, yeah, this is the third brand new construction home I've lived in. So I just am used to, all of the construction noises around me. It doesn't bother me. For some people, it's a problem, but I totally love watching a whole neighborhood go up. Also, it is great for community too because everybody else is new to the neighborhood and wants to get to know their neighbors. So that part's nice as well. Okay, so let's talk about roads and infrastructure briefly. The biggest by far is going to be Slaughter Lane getting continued through the Easton Park land. This is going to be 2 lanes on each side. But for now, there are going to be a couple roads on that south side of the neighborhood that are just entirely blocked off. We're going to deal with some detours just for the time being. Also, Coda Vista Road, which is kind of southeast side of Easton Park, of Prospect Park, this is also going to go back into construction as well. So this is going to connect also to Slaughter Lane and will also be a 2-lane road. So that will take some of the traffic that will be, going nearby our neighborhood as well. It's going to help a lot for quality of life and bring more commercial to our area. This is a huge growth zone, you guys. Now let's briefly touch on some of the apartments and other developments. We have 2 big ones to mention, Hillcock Terrace and BB Living. This is a multifamily community that will have about 10 buildings, 3 stories high, or roughly 306 units total. Permits are expected around June 2026, and they move pretty fast once they're, got those permits through. Then there's also going to be the Enclave Apartments coming on Coda Vista Drive, right behind the Primrose School. That's going to be another 339 units and about 4 stories tall, with all sorts of 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom options for future tenants or residents. Also expecting that one probably around 2027 as well. Now, some people don't like the sound of having more apartments near the, luxury homes that are inside Easton Park. But think about it this way, as there's more doors and more people coming to this area, that's going to bring the drive for commercial to come closer by as well, and that is going to be a net positive for the area as a whole. Because then long run, as there is more commercial and convenience in this area, that drives up property values. So really, again, I will just keep preaching it. I really feel like Easton Park is primed in a long-term growth zone that will be awesome for our property values someday. Now, Easton Park itself, we've talked about this before, but right now we're about halfway through the construction of the whole neighborhood. But Easton Park has acquired a lot more land, so as the doors continue, they're going to add a whole nother community center. Right now we have the Union, which is a wonderful spot. We've got the pool, we've got the gym, we've got study rooms. It's beautiful down there, dog parks, everything, but it is not enough to accommodate all of the residents here. Even the gym, when I go there in the morning, it is very packed, so I'm sure we would love to see more space. So that's what they're planning. There's going to be more sports courts. There's going to be a larger family-focused pool area in the next one. They're also going to have hopefully another gym setup as well. This will all just be part of the HOA, of course, but it is good that they are planning to have a second hub because Easton Park is just only growing. But the sad news on this is probably going to be next 3, 4, maybe 5 years out from where we are today. So this is a really long-term viewpoint of what to expect just as Easton Park grows. Now, I mentioned the coffee food truck earlier called Cinzino. We've also got a couple more ones called Sano, Mencken, Sweet Bites. You can find all of this at Union Park West. They just recently opened up, but they are going to expand because there is such a demand for food and local, food trucks like this here in Easton Park. We still definitely have the Treehouse Park, which is right across the street from the Union, and the dog park as well. But now we've got 2 spots pretty close by. Next exciting part is that we have a new builder joining us pretty soon. It's going to be Tri Point Homes. This is a very reputable builder here in Austin, Texas. The type of product that we're expecting from them are going to resemble some of the more urban condos that we already have in the Union Park East and Union Village. So if you're unfamiliar with what those homes look like, most likely they're going to have the garage door on the back side. So it'll be an alleyway for garages, and then there'll be more green spaces in the neighborhoods themselves. So a little bit more focus on parks and playgrounds and green spaces between the homes as well. So to summarize, Easton Park is not slowing down at all. Of course, you can tell I'm a fan. I've lived here now for about a year and a half. I'm in Prospect Park, and it is just growing like wildfire all around us. The builder that we went with is Brookfield. I live in a courtyard home. Right now it's just my husband and I, so we did look at bigger properties, and then we realized, our long term is most likely to rent this one out and build or buy a bigger one once we have kids. But all we need right now is enough to fit us and our work. So we're in a little bit of a smaller home than what we were originally looking for, but we love it. Most likely what's going to happen is once we do have kids, we'll build one here in Easton Park. That's our long-term goal right now. And then this property will become rental. That is typically our strategy: buy, live in it, rent it out, buy the next one. But we love this home. Like, it would actually be very hard to leave at this stage. On top of that, Brookfield did a great job with their customer service. We did do an inventory home, but we have great warranty, and any little thing, truly, they went above and beyond to help, fix or solve, any little thing. I kid you not, they took care of pretty quick. Again, I work all across Austin, Texas. A lot of my clients actually who are relocating also decide to live more Williamson County, northern side of town. So I am planning on doing more content up there this year to give you a better feel of those neighborhoods and what the different communities are like and how they compare. But I do a lot of Easton Park stuff as well, just because this is my backyard and I know it really well. If you're at the phase of exploring Austin, Texas and want to get set up to make sure you are ready to buy when the time is right for you, give me a call or text anytime. I'd love to chat with you and learn more about your plans, and of course just see if it's a good fit to work together. And long run, I hope you decide to buy real estate, because this is the best wealth building pathway that I believe in. Of course, you can invest in so many other ways, but real estate is a great way to build equity and stability for you and your family. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Drop a comment down below if you are interested in Easton Park, or if there's anything else that you want to hear about the Easton Park opportunities as well. And other than that, see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.